Hi everybody, I'm Adrienne and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Christmas card. So this is from my Kitaholic, actually a lie, this is actually from the Hedgehog Hollow November card kit that I purchased. And I'm going to be using everything out of the kit plus a few items from my stash. So these are the stamps that are in the kit. They are from Kindred Stamps, clear, and they're very good quality, as you can see. And I'm using my VersaFine black ink. This is my favorite ink. It's a hybrid one, and I find it just stamps a bit better than other hybrid inks that I've used. I normally only need to use it once, which I really love. So hybrid inks, you can use, they're multi-purpose. If you're going to get a black ink, I would highly recommend this because it means that you can use them for colouring and the ink won't run. You can also use it for embossing powder, so that you can heat and emboss over top of them as well. So very versatile, multi-purpose ink. So yeah, highly recommend you get that if you were to get a black ink. So very easy. I've just used my acrylic blocks and put my clear stamp on that, and then got my black ink and dabbed that on my stamps rather than using my stamp and putting it on the ink pad. I find it works a lot better when I do it that way. And then just stamp them carefully onto my paper. So I'm using Bristol Smooth paper, which is really good for watercolouring and it's a multi-purpose paper. So it's also good for blending and things like that when you're colouring. So I'm using some watercolour pens. Everything that I use today I will be linking down below. So I've just been, I'll just colour all these in and I'll leave the whole process there so you can see what I'm doing. But basically what I'm doing is the outlines in a dark colour and then coming in with a lighter colour and just blending the colours out. So quite simple. I won't talk all the way through this. You don't need to listen to me waffle, but I'll leave it in so you can see what I'm doing. So with these gingerbread men, I'm just using a water brush and putting water all over the bodies and then using a paper towel and taking the water off. And because they react with water, it's allowing me to take some colour off and to give it a bit of a mottled effect, I'll call it. So now with the gingerbread house, I actually decided to use my watercolor pencils rather than the felts. So this is what I'm using here, just to keep, so I can do the shading, and just I wanted to build up the color, excuse me, rather than take the color away. So I'm just playing, and it takes me quite a bit of time to do this, but I had a lot of fun just playing and with the different textures and seeing how I could build it up. And I'm leaving, you know, the darker colours, building it up more where, you know, there'll be shadows. So now I'm using the Nuvo Crystal drops that were in the Kitaholic kits that I got this month as well. And I'm just putting some cute little dots on them. Now I did quite a few different versions of these and cut them out. And I did also try the glitter Nuvo drops that were in the box as well. But I had so much trouble trying to get them to stay round. So yeah, I'll have to keep playing with those and trying to figure out how to get them to work. So once I finish those images and let the drops dry, I just fussy cut around all of those images. I've shown that in previous videos how to do that, but basically you want to move the paper, not the scissors, and have some sharp scissors to do it. So I've just used a stitch rectangle die cut to cut out the green paper, and then I've backed it with some adhesive foam and just stuck that onto the front of the card. Now I'm adding some twine, which was in another hedgehog hollow kit that I had, and just placing all my images onto the front of the card. So I'm just using Scotch tacky glue to glue the windows onto the gingerbread house, and now I'm just doing some heat embossing. I just stamp my sentiment, which is from the same kit, clear stamp with Baking Spirits Bright, and then put some, I've used my black hybrid ink to do that, and just heat setting that on, as you can see, and using my 2.5 inch hole punch to cut that sentiment out. So I just use my Scotch tacky glue to glue these all on, and use some adhesive foam dots to prop up the sentiment, and that's nearly it for this card. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you get some inspiration for your next project, and if you have any requests or questions, please pop them down below. I will see you back here next time. Bye guys.